All right, I'm back. Hello. Hello everybody. Welcome to the Riot Kitty Cafe. So my browser decided to be a jerk. And so after like the freaking intro video concluded, I I tried to unmute myself, but the screen had froze, which is fun. Hello. Uh, which was fun. So all right, now we're good. Now we're golden. Yeah, like the tab window had overfroze, so I had to reopen Chrome. So here we are. Welcome to the June edition of the Riot Kitty Cafe. So today I'm going to be this big one. So that's gonna be fun. Let's see. So let's see who's in the chat. Let's see. We got Axel, Shion, Maki, Draws. Hello. Welcome. I just played some Wuthering Waves in the morning. Great. That's about it. Say hello, welcome everybody. Right? Okay, yeah, I had muted myself. I got a phone call about Riot, and then I tried to unmute myself, and so yeah, so I had to restart it. So sorry about that, everybody. Well, yeah, I did check. Like, no, like Chrome just decided to be a jerk. It was like, nope, we're not gonna let the paid for it after like the intro video thing. So. But alright. Yeah, so big long piece finally. Got the laugh here. If I not know. So Dollhouse XC is about a little girl in a dystopian world who's having strange dreams, feels like she's going to another world. And that is Victoria. And these four characters are within a very particular single scene in the comic where people find how you're being if the supernatural like the father. And these guys are basically going to be the ones who decide whether or not the children can go on their path or if it's better to give them like a college team, but like basically like for children who haven't reached in age. So yeah, we've got 3 of them done, and now for the last one, who's the only one with the actual. But it's not for real to most. Oh, it's gonna go with this here on my hair color. I always thought this would have like a reddish brown. The music's kind of loud. Okay. Oh, you know what? I didn't turn it down because StreamYard doesn't let me save the volume of the music. I have to go in and like change it. Like I have to put it back down every single time. All right, there we go. That should be a lot quieter. Oh yeah, I did see Dust Queen. I didn't watch it though. I haven't watched it though. Hey, maybe. I mean, it does look decent. Like it looks a little bit like it looks actually like almost higher quality than the first volume's animation. It's like, oh, that's impressive. I gotta admit, like that's impressive. Like this is a fan project, like no profit or whatever. Like, we're like, yep. Keep doing that. Yeah, with like full animations, like that's pretty awesome. Me, I'm just doing my rewrite by myself, so I just have like painted pictures on the time lapse thing. Let's see. Yeah, I kind of like this color. Oh god. No. No. Stupid fill tool. Okay. There. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, so I'm gonna make an eye color layer. Okay, so now... Alright, now to decide his clothes color. Let's see. So first off, I'm going to do the coat here. Yeah, I'm basically going to do like flats. I mean... If it goes shockingly well, I might start rendering on stream, but I'll probably finish this off stream and then post the final product on like the community tab, and probably card too. I like card. Axel says, so Fixing Ruby Volume 7 came out a week ago. Did you watch it? No, I have to... Oh god, I don't know why. I just like, it's like I start Fixing Ruby and then I like it. Like, I think I got to maybe Volume 2 or something and I stopped it, so I really need to continue that, though. Yeah, definitely next time I have, like, some... maybe time to just chillax and draw a little bit. Yeah, so are you gonna buy the Blu-ray for Ruby? Ruby? Like, no. Probably not. I buy Blu-rays of things that I would like to watch again, and it's not something I don't want to watch again. I do like Weiss's outfit though in the Fixing Ruby Volume 7 thing. I'm assuming that they made him like be like, okay, here's like your Atlas Aesop uniform. Like, she looks pretty cute in that. Yeah, the design looks great. Yeah, the design looks great on her. I like it. Yeah, I might sound a little bit tired just because, like, I may have slept too well. And, like, I woke up at, like, I think 8 a.m. like 2 hours ago. And so, I'm so groggy. What color coat should I give him? I could use dark brown, but then like his hair is already brown. Yeah, I'm gonna look up some inspiration for coats for this guy. At least like coat color, maybe. Men's coats. I mean, I could also do black. I could do gray, maybe. Yeah, it is really nice. Yeah, happy Saturday, by the way, everybody. Shion says, watch Peach Girl because you seem to like the 2000s aesthetic for anime. What's that about? I am seeing kind of like a lot of reddish brown. I don't know. It's kind of like this deep brown here. I like orangey too. I'm just thinking about what color to give him his coat. Because I'm like, maybe like a burnt orange. Well, in terms of whether or not I think Ruby Volume 10 is going to happen, it does seem like Volume 10 is the plan, but I think that's entirely up to Viz whether or not it happens. At least from where the point I stand, due to the way like Rooster Teeth was like developing their seasons, I think Volume 10, it might not have been like, you know, produced, but I think they at least had, you know, maybe scripts, maybe early footage of it. And like the team is now like under Viz, they're trying to like maybe pitch Volume 10 to Viz Media, but they might not have accepted the pitch because they're like, nah, this doesn't look doable, or this is like too low quality maybe. So if it doesn't like proceed forward in any way, which I have no reason to think it has yet, I think they might just, you know, decide to cancel Volume 10 and then just do something else with Ruby. What that something else is, I don't know. From what Viz has done in the past with the property, probably it would be a manga. It would probably be a manga, like under its official umbrella, as like a totally rebooted thing. Because they're a manga publisher first and foremost. This kind of looks like a turd color. Yeah, this looks like a poop color. A little more orange. Maybe like deeper. Okay, yeah, I think this is the brown I want. Red jacket with black inside plus purple? Okay. You know what, let's see if I like a red jacket. Let's see, I'll have, let's see, maybe like this color that I'm going on the screen? Yeah, because I don't want it to be like super bright because I want his hair to be the standout. Okay, what do you guys think on this one? Let's see, would it be like the right color that I got on his right shoulder here, or the color I got on his left shoulder? Let's see. This is a difficult decision. Oh, hello, Noah Wiley. Welcome to Riot Kitty Cafe. Man, work isn't... it's not going too well. I'll get into it, but yeah. I'm looking for... I've been looking for a position for another position to join. I mean, I really like the schedule, but other than that, it's been rough. It's been rough. Yeah. But, okay, Oscar says he likes the red. Let's see. Okay, you know what? I'll do red then. Let's do like this, I don't know if I can call it burnt red, maybe like a, like almost like a desaturated like cherry red. Does that make sense? Oh yeah, okay, I need to... hair color above the coat color. There we go. There we go. Right. Reddish brown it is. Well, cancellation comes before a reboot, Axel. Honestly, at least that's the thing. I'm like, yeah. Like, if they do reboot it, they'll cancel Volume 10 and then do something else with it. If they take the reboot path, I think Viz will go with the manga route. Because they're a manga publisher first and foremost. They do, like, license out animated stuff to them, but yeah, they license like the stuff they got for licenses. They do license out to make, you know, anime or whatever, but yeah, first and foremost, they are a manga publisher, so they would just do Ruby under their manga banner or whatever. And then if it gets popular enough, maybe I'll get an animated show. Yeah, honestly, if Ruby was rebooted in a manga, it would definitely be a shonen 100%. Its formula is right for shonen, definitely. I'm kind of sad none of the Ruby manga actually got to do a complete story. Anthology stuff was like bits and pieces of stories, of like short stories, and then I think the Shiro Miwa manga, like, you know, I didn't like it personally, even though the art is fantastic, mainly because it just jumped around to different points in like the trailers and stuff, and then when it finally looked like it was getting another plot, it got canned. And then the Bunta Kinamin one, yeah, they did. I think Volume 3, what adaptation was planned, and then they're like, nope, you have this amount of chapters left, you're done. It's like, okay. So Bunta was only able to do Volume 2, so like, and it sucks. Oh, shit. Go look at. There you go. Jan says, actually, not much profit not to be made from Ruby. I mean, maybe, but, you know, I'm like, well, Viz wouldn't have bought it if they didn't see, like, maybe there's potential there. Yeah, Oscar, yeah, there was a nice Queendom manga, but sadly in Japanese. I don't... I played this Learn Japanese video game on Steam, so I know vowels. That's about it. Yeah, they must want to do something with it. Otherwise, this wouldn't have bought Ruby at all, so... Manga is a lot cheaper than an animated show, so... That's my theory, that's my theory, is just like, okay, if they were to not have Volume 10, they would cancel the show and just reboot the whole thing into a manga. Kian says, YouTube is starting a new program where ads will be unskippable. Use them. Okay. Yeah, I've seen some of them already. Like, it's like, you know, I think it's like 10-second ads or something like that, but... God. Maybe soon it'll be like a minute-long unskippable ad. They're really trying to, like, strong-arm, like, people into, like, signing up for premium or something. Maxwell says, is it weird I kind of missed the whole animation style from volumes 1 to 3? No, you're not. No, it's alright, yeah. No, it's not weird. You know, visually, probably not the best, especially in volume 1. That was rough. Yeah, honestly, like, I like volume 2's the best, because, you know, they had, like, these cool, like, almost, like, you know, because they, you know, didn't have a lot of budget, right? So they had, like, these cool abstract backgrounds and things like that, and then in, like, kind of like the uncharacteristically, like, almost like, oh god, how would I describe it? Like, the blending would be like a soft light, and with like an overlay, almost, like, so everything, like the characters seem super bright, but then the backgrounds were like dark and things like that, so that, you know, you could see their semblances and, you know, see their weapons and things like that. Like, it was kind of cool. Like, honestly, it's like, oh yeah, volume 3 looks the best. I'm like, nah, I like volume 2 a lot. I like Volume 2's look the best because, you know, they got a little more budget. They didn't have, like, these overly, like, bright backgrounds that were bleeding into the characters. Like, it was really cool. Not weird at all, you know? And also, nostalgia can be a factor, but, you know, I'm like, I'm gonna miss it. It looked more unique with, like, it had, like, a more unique aesthetic. And kind of was more charming, too, with that. Oh, hello, Merisu the Archie. Welcome to the Riot Kitty Cafe. Oscar, the Bumblebee Kiss is the most viewed episode in Volume 9. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Only because that was probably the last thing people were interested in. It's kind of like almost like a Hail Mary pass, maybe. Yes, we confirmed our quintessential ship. And that will hopefully save our company. It didn't. Because everyone knows, but you know. Yeah. Yeah, but obviously, like, yeah, confirming the ship is not enough to save an entire company. It really isn't. Like, yeah. Oh well. Okay, we got the coat color. So, let's see. There we go. No, Wiley says, have you heard about what's going on with Rented Girlfriends? All social media. Yeah, I have. Yeah, that manga is something. I read a little bit of it. I did, but, you know, the constant back and forth on the relationship, it became very repetitive. And apparently it just dragged on for ages, and now it's almost at 400 chapters, and it ended in a rejection, which is like, huh. Like, huh. Yeah, and I can see the point of, well, okay, well, you know, he shouldn't, like, the main character shouldn't expect, like, a yes because he spent a lot of money on her, which, yeah, that's fair. But also, apparently, like, with the context of the chapter, she was the one who was, like, talking about family and like, serious conversation about relationships and, like, the future, what the future holds for him, and, you know, like, and then taking him to all these romantic date spots, and then just like, no, and then she even says, I do think I love you, but I'm sorry, I like my work, I like my rental girlfriend lifestyle more, which is like, okay, yeah, that's pretty bad. Like, she even says that she loves him, but Or rental girlfriend style is way more important, apparently. This is so bad. Okay. Alright, so we got eyes, we got hair color, we got coat color. Yeah, I just gotta erase. Oh, come on. Why is this pen not working? Seeing there... Yeah, it's kind of it's been kind of amusing. I'm like, yeah, I kind of like dipped out on the series a long time ago, so it's just funny to me now. No, Wiley says she likes being on rent. Yeah, she does, apparently. That's more important to her. It's just like, it's so funny. Texel says, the random question. If you were homeless and a man walked up to you holding a piece of bread and a scratch ticket, which one would you pick? Probably a piece of bread. Scratch ticket ain't guaranteed. Eating is more important than gambling when you're homeless, at least. Let's see. So, with the shirt... No. I should have done. A little more blue. Yeah, don't mind me. I'm just trying to pick out a color palette for this one. That's looking good on the outfit. Thank you. This is... Yeah, I spend probably way too much time looking at, like, outfits. Picking up outfits for the characters, but I'm glad I got it. And it says Merisu's best sheet. Yes, she is. Totally. Merisu says, which show to farther from Grace? Arcane, Ruby, Miraculous, Ladybug, or something else? Well, Miraculous Ladybug is still ongoing, so I don't know about Arcane. I haven't watched Arcane. Not interested in League of Legends stuff at all. So I guess picking between Ruby or Miraculous Ladybug, it has to be Ruby because, well, it's kind of dead right now. And Miraculous Ladybug isn't, so. Yeah, okay. I think I got the top color. Let's see. Yeah, Shannon. What the most insane thing is that people will try to be like, no, Sun and Blake are just friends. There was never any potential with them being a couple. Yang and Blake have been set up since day one. I'm like, no. At least not for where I've been. I remember someone trying to tell me that Blake and Sun haven't went on any dates, and I'm just like, newsflash, going to the prom with nobody else, walking hand in hand by themselves. Like, with a boy and a girl walking to the dance by themselves. Hand in hand is a date. Okay. I don't know how that cannot be a date. I'm just like, yep. I don't know how that can't be a date somehow. Mel? Mel's son has something over Yang internally, and that's Blake kissed him first. And not Yang. That was the first kiss in the show. Was Blake kissing Sun at the beginning of Volume 6. Fact. Yeah, this really has just become like we're ranting about shipping, which is like, okay. Alright, yeah, let's get back some color. Increase a little bit. There we go. There. Necklace color. Maxwell says, do you think Blake can send you in a gift cover? Yeah, I do, personally. Honestly, with Blake and Yang, I feel like, okay, if you have to, like, it takes so much bending for it to work in the show. Like, you know, you bend so many characters and, like, almost like actually like breaks them too, so that like it's just like, you know, they're the center of each other's in a way where it's like they're the center of each other's universes, and and that takes priority over literally everything else, then that's not a well-written relationship, really. At least not to me. I'm like, yeah, no. Merisu ranting about shipping is fun. For the next ship, should we talk about the Titanic? Oh my god. Although I must say, Miraculous Ladybug, I must say, I think Miraculous Ladybug probably kind of sort of almost has a bigger continuity destroying plot twist than Ruby. Yeah. They did that whole sentient monster child thing, which to give some context, the Miraculouses are magical objects, and one of them is the peacock, which creates sentient monsters for villains to use as like their own pets or whatever. And and this was a fan theory floating around for a while that a couple of the characters were sentient monsters. But with the show confirming it, pretty much, they made like basic establishing information not make sense anymore, and make the villains look like morons. So it's like, yeah, I don't know. I don't think Ruby's done something quite that bad. Oh, come on. Nah, yeah, that's too much brown. I like it. What do you guys think? Gray and purple pants? Actually, you know, I need to like fucking erase it first and then get a new layer. Like, kind of like, it's almost like a dark purple pants. I don't know what this color's called, but Oscar says, wait, what in Ladybug? Yeah, I know, it sounds crazy, but yeah, it's, they confirm this theory where a few characters are creations of one of the magical objects in the show, which is one of the miraculous, hence the title of the show, Miraculous Ladybug. But in doing so, they made basic establishing information not make sense anymore. Yeah. And also now apparently they have the Illuminati in Miraculous Ladybug, which I'm like, huh, okay. I stopped watching. I think it was season 3, and then like I think season 3, even though I watched the first episode of season 4, and then when the alt ships crashed, I'm like, then I stopped watching again, And I'm like, okay, where did it go? I'm curious. Like 2 years later, it's like, oh wow, this is actually complete nonsense. Like, nope, I'm good. Yeah, so I watched 3 seasons of it. And like, I'm just like, I learned a very valuable lesson after seeing where it went. I'm like, you know what? If it reeks of BS, just stop watching. Same with Ruby too. I call it color blue navy blue, Prussian blue. Yeah, it's more like Prussian blue. It's not quite navy. It's a little too purple. Yeah. Yeah, I think I like it. It's kind of an odd color combo, but maybe I'll change the color of the top again. There's an Illuminati ladybug. Yeah, I know. I'm not the latest. Well, I mean, look, okay, like I'll fully confess that the only reason why I'm still keeping up with it is because I watch this content creator called Smarty Pants, and he gives very entertaining reviews of Miraculous Ladybug. So I just watch the reviews. Yeah, there's just in like his theory crafting videos because he's genuinely that entertaining as a content creator. Ready to view content of a show I don't watch anymore, and like, yeah, there's an Illuminati. There's like an Illuminati thing, and they all have like special correlated symbols, and apparently now the person who's been the main villain for 5 seasons is also part of this Illuminati thing. I'm like, really? I'm like, that makes no sense. Seemed like his solo act, honestly. With the occasional help of his secretary. Like, other than that, there's no indication of an Illuminati thing. So, like, I think season 5, I guess? It's like, huh. Kinda crazy. I say Illuminati, but it's kind of, like, it's not called the Illuminati, I don't think. Like the society, but it's basically Illuminati. Not for Pete's sakes. Like, okay, the fill bucket tool. Okay, the one thing I hate about Fire Packet is the fill bucket. Is complete and utter nonsense. Sometimes. Like, it's too sensitive. I don't know how to turn down the sensitivity of it, but. There you go. There. Okay, now we're good. Yeah, the LA Riot. Yeah, they're still going on. Like, bro, first there was the fires, now there's riots. LA is not in a good spot. Okay, now. Okay, now we got pants color. Oscar says, what are your thoughts on the new Fantastic Four movie? Do you think it's going to do well? I don't know, really. It feels like it's kind of like, you know, because there's been such, like, inconsistent quality with the MCU. Like, I don't know, really. I am curious to see it, though. Because, you know, it's been a while since the last Fantastic Four movie, and that was pretty bad. This one, at least on an aesthetic level, it actually looks pretty decent. Although, the one I am actually, like, in terms of superhero movie, though, what I'm most excited for, though, is Superman. That actually looks pretty good. It actually looks pretty good. Like, I'm like, you know, Crypto looks cute. Although, the one thing that worries me is I'm like, okay, will this feel like a Superman movie? Because there's a lot of characters. There seems to be, like, a lot of characters in it. That's the one thing that concerns me. But other than that, though, I'm like, yeah. I like the vibe of it. I'm gonna see it with Papa Riot when it comes out. Because he's also interested in going to see that. Dan says you should just stream this as Q&A and just vibe with your community. Like a just chatting stream? Maybe. Yeah, if I do that, okay, I'm the type of person, like, I got ADHD, like, so I need to do something if I'm with my hands, if I'm, like, sitting in one place for a while. So I've done like parts of streams where, like, I'm like typing, like I'm writing or something, and like, yeah, so maybe I'll do one of those. Like, I'll write and then I'll see the chat and be like, I'll just answer questions and stuff. Like, that'd be kind of neat, I guess. I'll see. I'll see. So I probably, like, if I would do like a just chatting stream, it would probably not do just chatting. I would need to do something with my hands. I'd probably like write on screen, maybe. Like, I don't know. I could write Riot Ruby on screen. That'd be cool. Okay. Now, the shoes. Okay. Oh, hello, Mr. Jane. Welcome. You think that Doomsday Liberty City Stories returned? I'm sorry, I have not played that game. I have not played that GTA game. The only thing I played is GTA 5. The GTA series. And that's because that was the one that I think I was too young for everything else. And then he also and Jane also says Henry Cavill was done dirty by WB and Superman was bad at it. Yeah. I think that's a shame too, because I think Henry Cavill is a very good actor. He just keeps getting bad material. Like he just keeps getting bad material and it sucks. It really does. Oh, come on. Stop zooming out. There we go. Oscar says Henry Cavill Robbie's perfect. Yeah, he looks like the character. He does. Oh no, he's oh, he's here. He's just staring at me though through the door. Like, what are you doing? Oh, hey, come in. It's okay. No, I said do whatever works for you. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, no. Let's see. Here we go. Okay. Okay, so shoe color. Yeah, I really need a be right back screen, but okay. Bathroom break time. Alright, I'm back. Also, live action How to Train Your Dragon released yesterday. Yes, I did see that. I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna see it. Maybe I have live action adaptation fatigue now. And no, I did not know that this VA is Christina V. Oh, yeah, I think DCC's actually like making like official announcements now of voice actor stuff because the strike's coming to an end, that kind of a thing. Okay, come on. Come on. And I'm gonna give him like this kind of shoe. Awesome. There you go. That is good. What is the name of it? Oh shoot, I don't know. Actually, it's like so what I did is like I got a bunch of Melty Blood music from the original 2000 game, and I just like combined it into one video. Yeah, it's on YouTube too. For the Melty Blood soundtrack, so I don't actually know what the name of it is off the top of my head. But yeah, all the music you're hearing right now is from Melty Blood 2000. Oh, thank you. And now I just gotta race the shoe. No? Yeah, we're getting the feet stream now. Let's go. Yeah, I'll probably probably go for like 20 more minutes, so since the flats are done, I guess I'll just render a little bit. There we go. No, you know what? I might just change the top. I'll think about it, but I do need to do skin color though. Let's see. There we go. Yay, footstream. Miss J says, what are your thoughts about Ruby Rose from Ruby as a character? I mean, in the beginning, I think I liked her character the best, aside from Yang, because they were just so fun, you know? She seemed so full of life. And then she, I guess, progressively, like, degraded, maybe? And you know, it was just... Yeah, she had her ups and downs, but... Right, look at him. Woo! Last side character done. I guess for the next 15 minutes, I'll just, like, render his eyes or something. Because I like starting with the eyes, I do. They complete and start a character for me. Yeah, and honestly, her worst moment is probably, you know, Volume 7, where she's like, yeah, we're just gonna go against Ironwood for almost no reason, and then also in Volume 8, it's found out that that was actually retroactively useless to do so anyways, and because they pulled Stargate technology out of their butts. So yeah, just like, yeah, God, all the girls at Team Ruby basically became awful people with that decision that directly and indirectly destroyed two kingdoms and perhaps even a third, because Mistral's fate is still up in the air too. Axel says, do you think Yang is a bad sister? Yes. Oh, no doubt about that. She's gaslit Ruby. She has repeatedly just not cared about what she thinks at all, or yeah. She basically just like, yep, ditching my sister to chase pussy. That's about all I can. I mean, that's about all I can say on that. That hasn't already been said whatsoever. You know. Just... Actually, I was making look for the cockfight. Okay, let's... There you go. Yep, that was good. And then erase part of it. There you go. There we go. What a lovely looking dude. I'm sure nothing horrible will happen at all. You're looking really good, Kitty. Thank you. Alpha and Lucia from PTR Better Sister. Oh god. Yeah, punching Grey Raven is crazy, but yeah. I suppose at least they remember each other, I'll say that. Keep taking that post and stick with me. Oh, I have some fire, might as well get the post next to it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm like looking at that. That was the first indication where I'm like, really? Your sister and like your uncle is like passed out, clearly like inebriated, and they're like, yeah, Blake is perfectly fine. Now we just gotta grab her and stuff. I mean, you could argue she was panicking, but I'm like, really? Oh well. There we go. Now we go to watercolor blending. Oh my god, why is it being jank right now? Come on. Snap. Line work. Yeah. Yeah, that looks nice. Jan says the character calling feels like the silence type. Yeah. Nah, you're not wrong about that. Oscar says, question is what? Yeah, I know, it's like, yeah, Blake and Yang's characters were ruined with the Bumblebee ship. As I like to say, Yellow Jacket. That's called Bumblebee. It's like, yeah, that's more a recognizable name, but yeah, Yellow Jacket, honestly. Oscar says, question, what inspirations you got from designing your characters? Actually, like a lot of things. Like, are you talking about like just these characters, or just like in general for like the Dollhouse XC characters? I pulled from a lot, actually. Sometimes, choice makers. I don't think there was any particular inspiration drawn that much, but you know, there was actually some inspiration derived from like Ruby characters and things like that, especially with this guy right here, Xavier Corrigan. Yeah, Xavier Corrigan. He was kind of based, well, at least like design-wise, it's kind of based off of Roman with his bowler hat and the way his hair swoops down. He also has a cane, but he also has a watch as well, with like in his supernatural detective line of work, which I call Parthians in this comic. And he's also based a little bit off of he and his daughter Victoria, who's the main character, a little bit off of Crow and a lot off of Raven. Like, their eyes are only gray because Crow's main color is gray. And that's why his eyes are gray. And then also, he's got another form that, well, I mean, I can't explain what it is because it's major spoiler stuff, but he, like, when you see it, you'll know full well that it definitely is derived from the Bronwyn twins heavily. Oh yeah, and I don't know, Shannon, she, like, it's like, I had written this insane fanfic as a teenager of Dragon Quest IX, Sentinels of the Starry Skies, and I had done like complete rip-off designs, right, of like some of the characters. Like Shannon was one of them, Zevra was another, Victoria and Jet as well were all part of this fan fiction. Like the entire Corrigan family was. And she just had Cheryl's design from Pokemon Platinum. And so that's why her dress is green. That's why she has a braid off to the side of her head, because of that Pokemon character. So yeah. Yeah, there's that. So I guess in general, the story, I guess aesthetically it's kind of inspired off of Ruby with, like, you know, the inspiration from fairy tales, kind of like in and also Black Rock Shooter, which is like a and also Black Rock Shooter, which I love the TV animation of, which is like more story wise too. Yeah, there's a lot of places. Like, I don't know. I mean, these characters. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah. Yeah, Shannon was inspired by Cheryl from Pokemon Platinum because I wrote a crazy fanfiction when I was a teenager where, you know, the characters have the same name and the same relation, right? Like, she's still the mother of the main character, Victoria, but she just had Cheryl's design because I couldn't think of anything. Never used to have Sephiroth's design and stuff, and then I based it off a little bit of Roman, a little bit of Crone, Raven, Bronwyn. Well, a lot actually of Crone, Raven, Bronwyn. Kane here used to be called Kuva. And he used to be had this character from Fairy Tales design. His name was Simon, but I don't know if I took any particular inspiration for him in his new, not rip-off design. I do hear I guess character-wise, like, well, okay, there's this, well, no, design-wise, I think if I have to pick, it would be like this. It was like scary. I think it was called Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. I'm not sure if this is where this short story is from, but there was this one that stuck out to me where it's like there's this girl who always wore this choker around her neck. Well, like this choker around her neck, and so like the boy that liked her, like had a crush on her, was like always wondering like why she wore this choker, right? And then like so they actually got married. It's like super sweet and wholesome. They got married, they had kids, they grew old together, and she was then dying, and she had never taken that choker off. And so then he's like, oh yeah, it's like before you, it's just like in this girl is now an old lady, like told him, it's like you were already curious about this choker, you may take it off now. And so he took it, like this old man like took the choker off his dying wife's neck, and her head fell off. I know I shouldn't be laughing, but yes, that it, like she had like long dark hair. She didn't wear it in two braids, but like it was kind of messy, and so that's what she's design is based off of. This is why she wears a choker. At least, like, you know, not in the context of the story. I know it sounds kind of morbid, but yeah, it's this weird inspiration that I got. Like, I don't know, I just remembered this story, like this really weird, screwed up story from my childhood that I put it into a character. But yeah, just general Greek aesthetic, like with like, you know, the long satin dress thing, and she's a dryad, so I looked up a bunch of pictures of dryads and formulated something from there. And yeah, that's about it. And so you could say the Parthenon uniform is partially inspired by Roman, so I just kind of flip-flop the colors, like it's light top and dark jacket instead of, you know, that kind of thing. Dang, that's a crazy story. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Oh, thank you. I don't consider myself that good of art, but you know, I'm glad people like my art and like looking at it, stuff like that. It really makes me happy. Very much does. So yeah. Scary stories to tell in the dark. Yeah, that's what the book was called. I think that's one of them. I think that was one of the stories. I can't remember though, off the top of my head. But yeah, like that super weird, screwed up story just made its way into a character. like design wise, that is. Like her head doesn't actually fall off if you take the check off. Yeah. Yeah, she always had like a sweater and like a long skirt and stuff. So yeah. So yeah, I got a little bit of Ruby, a little bit of Pokemon, a little bit of scary stories to tell in the dark, like character designs, I guess. Yeah. Alright, well, it's been an hour and a half, so you know what? Choice Maker 4, Mr. 4 over here, is now complete. And with that, this long piece with all the side characters is almost complete. I'm just going to render him off stream. And next up is going to be concept art for my main character, Victoria. Sadly, I just have stick figures right now. On this one. I just have stick figures. This is just where the outfits are going to go. I can't show them yet. Let's see if I can... Yeah, okay. I'll stop sharing, and then I'll show... Yeah, no. Oh, okay. Let's see, file. Yeah, because I think I still have the file saved on here. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. I'll just show my main character, Victoria, off. So yeah, this is the main character of my comic, Victoria Corrigan. And yeah, so I'll be doing concept art of her. Like, she's got 4 different outfits, so this outfit she's got right here is one of them. So I'm just making concept art, doing like reference thing, so that, I can, just draw her more consistently, right? Like, draw her more consistently, get some designs for her casual outfit, things like that. And then these are like the unwaking residents of the world in her dreams. So yeah, they're going to be a big part of the story as well. So I think that's something to look forward to. The comic has just been a hobby of mine. Now it's coming a little bit more to fruition. I've got like things where it's like I'm drawing what things look like, and these side characters are all part of it too. Which honestly is freaking awesome. I've got part 1 scripted, and I'm actually writing part 2 of it right now. Yeah, it's been a really crazy ride. Let the crazy ride continue with this comic, with Riot Ruby 2. With anything else I might want to do in the future. Shion says, "Time for me to return back to thy void." Okay, see ya. Enjoy the void, Shion. Oh, thank you. And so, thanks everybody for being here. Enjoying my art and just shooting a shot with like anything that comes to mind, really, where it comes to topics and things like that. And I hope y'all join me for more Dollhouse XC art streams in the future. So with that, have a great weekend, everybody. All right, and see you around. With that, Riot Kitty is signing out.